Hello everyone. You know, usually I do NES reviews here, but I'm going to do something a little bit different here today. Recently I came across a game called Axiom Verge. Actually I played this game at E3 last year, met the guy that made it, you know, real nice guy, all this good stuff, and this game really scratched my Metroidvania itch, so really been waiting for a game like this for a long time. I finally got a hold of it here on Steam. Came on Steam a week and a half ago, I don't remember, and it's out on PlayStation 4? Yeah, something like that. So, I'm just going to go ahead and jump into a playthrough. This is completely unscripted like most of my stuff is, so this will be, you know, maybe I'll missay a few things or whatnot, whatever, like that. That might have been stupid to say, whatever. But I'm going to go ahead and jump in and play through it. Just the first portion of it, though. I'm not going to do a full playthrough because I don't want to spoil anything for anybody. It's a really cool game. A lot of really neat stuff happens later on. And, you know, I want people to experience that for themselves and not just watch someone else doing it. So, yeah, let me go ahead and get in here, get my headphones going, and I'm actually going to play it on Steam because that's how I play it here. So let's get that going for us. Alright. And I'm actually using a PlayStation 1 controller. I have it wired up instead of as the game recommends, the Xbox 360 controller, but who cares? We'll do it my way. First thing anyone will notice when they want to say this game is the music. The music is just incredibly awesome. And, you know, just to note, like I said, the guy that made this, he made everything. He made all the graphics, he did all the design, he did all the level layouts, the coding, he made the music, he made everything. It took the guy 5 years to make it, but, you know, it is his baby project. So it was really very impressive when you go into it with that kind of knowledge of the game. One guy did all of this. So, you know, take it for what it's worth, but that's pretty impressive for one person to pull off a huge project like that. So we get our little backstory here, of course. And I'll just shut up for the time being because, like I said, the music is really something to enjoy. So that's how it begins. And jumping right in here, we see obvious throwbacks to Metroid here with the tiles. Everything's very square and defined. The bubbles we're looking at here, the grainy looking wall tiles, and just that dark atmosphere. It's just really obviously influenced by Metroid, which is great because it's been a long time since I played a really good Metroid game, and like I said, this one really fulfills that need. So we get our intro dialogue here, and immediately the controls, the look, the style, the way the screens transition like that, everything's just very Metroid, and it just feels great to play a game like this again. And also, like in original Metroid, the first place you have to go is to the left from the starting position, where we get our gun. And like I said, I'm not going to play too far into it. I don't want to ruin any of how the story ties together, who you're talking to, the voice you're hearing, and that kind of stuff. I'll let players get there on their own, because it's pretty intense later on in the game. So I want people to experience that instead of just watching me go through it. And now the controls, you can shoot in all directions. Very useful. Blow up all our bubbles here, and even that part's just fun. I mean, just shooting, just shooting the environment's even fun. This game is a good time all around for sure. And you'll notice like all the atmosphere animations and things like that. Like even these little red things pulsing in here. Everything goes with the music. Like the way that beat is, that goes with the music. Everything ties in the music. It's really it's one of those minor details that people probably don't know that they notice, but they do. It really brings you into the gameplay. And I'm kind of making a quick run of this here, because like I said, I don't want to play through too much of it, and I don't want to bore anybody really. I just want to give people an idea of what this looks like, and just the playability, and it's a really awesome game. And there's so much to say, so much I know that happens later on that I want to talk about, but I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna spoil anything. I'm just gonna kind of give all the viewers kind of a little look at it here. I'm gonna skip parts, like I know what's up that tube. I don't need to go up there right now. I'm just gonna kind of get straight to the point. And like I mentioned earlier, the controls are just perfect. Like a really you run at a really unfrustrating speed. Your jump is just far enough to get where you need to go for now. And like I said, the sound effects and music just really tie everything together. It's awesome. And anyone who's been waiting to play a nice new Metroid game, this is probably the best you're gonna get for a while. But this is great. And just to mention, I just got this new gun here, which does that. But if we look at our inventory screen, you see here, there's a lot of room for weapons, upgrades, power-ups. There's a lot of stuff in this game. A lot. So, yeah, even after you're done with the game, you'll go back and you'll be looking for more stuff and still finding other things. So, on my first playthrough, my first profile, I think I have like 15 or 16 of the guns, and that's like only half of them probably. So there's a lot to find still. And that's another thing I'll mention now. Since my health is low, you can hear that. You can hear the low health beep. Even that beep is in time with the music. It's just right on there. So it's kind of like, in the older games when that beep would come through that your health is low, it was never in time with the music, so it was just really annoying. Whereas in this game, it's designed in such a way that you're well aware of it, that it's there, but it doesn't become an annoyance, if that makes sense. I just think that's pretty cool. That was one of the first things I noticed when I noticed my health was low. I was like, wow, that's really in time with the music. That this guy really paid attention to a lot of the details like that. And also, of course, much like Metroid, I have to backtrack now. Now that I have a new item, there's other places I can get to now that I couldn't get to before. So it's obviously very Metroid influenced. This section here kind of reminds me of Mega Man, like the one little room before the boss, and all the red doors represent coming up on a boss. But there's that like one single isolated room before you get to a boss battle. There it is. And while none of this makes sense right now, it does later. I also love that too. Whenever you kill something, it just explodes. Every part of it just splinters off and explodes. And after a boss battle, you're rewarded with a new item. And so on and so forth in that manner. I mean, now I have a drill that I can get through another place I couldn't get to before, and through there I'll get more items to take me other places. So, you know, that's the game. It's fun. It's put together really well. Like I said, the guy that put it all together, he worked on it for 5 years, did everything himself, the music, the graphics, the coding, the level design, did it all himself. So, very good game. I highly recommend it. 8 out of 10.